Dear students, now let us do additional problems. 14.1 Estimate the fraction of molecular volume to the actual value occupied by oxygen gas at STP. Take the diameter of an oxygen molecule to be 3 angstroms. Diameter. So radius half of the diameter. 3 angstroms by 2. 1.5 angstroms. 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Okay. Now let us consider 1 mole oxygen gas. We are considering 1 mole oxygen gas. So volume of 1 molecule of oxygen. Volume of 1 oxygen molecule. 4 by 3 pi r cube, because it will have spherical shape. At STP, 1 mole gas will have Avogadro number of molecules in it. Therefore, see, the volume of 1 molecule is this much. The volume of so many molecules, how much? So the volume of so many molecules is this value multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. Now, actual volume of 1 mole gas at STP. At STP, 1 mole gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, or 22.4 into 1 liter is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Now, molecular volume divided by actual volume at STP is equal to molecular volume is 85.06 into 10 to the power of minus 7. 22.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. That is equal to, we got how much? See, 3.797 means roughly 4. 10 power minus 4. So this is the ratio. Molar volume is the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at standard temperature and pressure. Show that it is 22.4 liters. So we have to show that 1 mole of any gas will have this much volume. Let us write ideal gas equation. PV is equal to mu RT. We are considering 1 mole gas. Let us take 1 mole gas, that is mu is equal to 1. Now we have to calculate 1 mole gas have how much volume. So V is equal to mu RT by P. So given mu is equal to 1 and STP means given mu is equal to 1 and you are asked to find volume at STP. STP means what? Temperature is equal to 0 degree centigrade or 273 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atmosphere or 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. Substituting the values, V is equal to mu number of moles or 8.3, T 273, P 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. We get 22.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So this is equal to 22.4 liters. What does the dotted plot signify? In this graph, the dotted plot is horizontal. It means what? PV by T is constant. What is ideal gas equation? PV is equal to mu RT or PV by T is equal to mu R. Mu is a constant, R is a constant. So, according to ideal gas, PV by T is constant. So, in this graph, on x-axis pressure is taken and on y-axis PV by T is taken and the dotted line is horizontal. The height is neither increasing nor decreasing. The height is constant means PV by T is constant. PV by T is constant means this is in accordance with ideal gas equation. So we can say the gas obeys ideal gas equation, or it is the dotted plot signifies ideal gas behavior. Next question is, you can see two curves. This curve is drawn at T1 temperature, this curve is drawn at T2 temperature. Now what is asked? Which temperature is greater? That is asked. You know very well that gases at a low pressure and high temperature obey ideal gas equation. See, the dotted line shows ideal gas. This is ideal gas equation. So out of the two curves, which curve is closer to ideal gas curve? T1. And gases at high temperature obey ideal gas equation. Therefore, since this curve is closer to ideal gas, so T1 will have high temperature because T2 is far away from ideal gas. So at high temperature only the curve will be closer to dotted plot. So compared to T2, T1 is higher. What is the value of PV by T where curves meet on y-axis? These two curves are meeting on y-axis here, and it is equal to ideal gas equation. According to ideal gas equation, PV by T is equal to mu R. So PV by T is equal to mu R. Mu means number of moles, that is actual mass by molecular mass into R. So here oxygen, its molecular mass, oxygen is diatomic molecule. Two atoms make one molecule. So mass of one molecule is 2 into O, 2 into C. Mass of one atom is 16. So mass of one oxygen molecule is 32. This is molecular mass. This is molecular mass. And this graph is drawn for 1 gram of oxygen. That is, given mass is 1 gram and molecular mass is 32 grams. Substituting the values, small m 1 gram, capital M 32 grams, R value 8.3, we get 0.26 joule per Kelvin. If we obtained similar plots for 1 gram of hydrogen, would we get the same value of PV by T at the point where the curves meet on the y-axis? Instead of oxygen, if 1 gram of hydrogen is used. Instead of 1 gram oxygen, 1 gram hydrogen is used. Now PV is equal to mu RT, or PV by T is equal to mu R. Mu means actual mass by gram molecular mass into R. See here, for 1 gram oxygen, here 1 gram and here molecular mass for oxygen is 32 into R. This is for oxygen gas. And for 1 gram hydrogen, 1 gram is the actual mass and its molecular mass is, see, 2 into H. It is given molecular mass. Mass to 1.01, 2.02, its molecular mass. Here it is given molecular mass of hydrogen 2.02. So here capital M value 2.02 grams into R. So here and here we don't get the same value. Therefore, PV by T value for 1 gram oxygen and for 1 gram hydrogen will not be same, different. PV by T value different. Would we get the same value of PV by T at the point where the curves meet on the axis? No. Next. If not, what mass of hydrogen yields the same value of PV by T? Okay. If you want the same value means for oxygen how much value we got? So PV by T for oxygen gas and PV by T for hydrogen gas to get the same value. See here, for oxygen gas what is the value? 1 gram by 32 grams into R value. Here how much hydrogen? M. Molecular mass 2.02 into R. R gets cancelled. M is equal to 1 by 32 into 2.02. So this much hydrogen is required. If you want to convert this into kg, 1 gram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. Or you can write this 10 power 2 by 10 power 2. Multiply numerator and denominator by 10 square. Now here multiplying this by 10 square we get 6.3 into this, when brought upward it becomes 10 power minus 5 kg. An oxygen cylinder of volume 30 liters has an initial gauge pressure 15 atmosphere and a temperature 27 degrees. After some oxygen is withdrawn from the cylinder, the gauge pressure drops to 11 atmosphere. And its temperature drops to estimate the mass of oxygen taken out of the cylinder. Initially, there was 30 liters of gas inside the container. Now, some of the gas is removed. Even though some of the gas is removed, the remaining gas again occupies the volume of the container. So, the volume of the gas will be same. Writing the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to mu RT, or mu is equal to PV by RT. P means 15 atmosphere. 1 atmosphere is 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals into V value. 30 liters means 30 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube divided by R value 8.3, temperature 300. So mu 1 P1 V1 by RT1. So initial moles, how much we get? 18.253 moles. After, so now but mu is equal to actual mass by molecular mass, or m is equal to mu into capital M. Now which gas it is? Oxygen. For oxygen, capital M is equal to 32, because it is diatomic gas. So here it is given molecular mass of oxygen 32 units. Therefore actual mass or given mass of oxygen is equal to mu into capital M. Mu how much? 18.253 into capital M 32. So we get grams. Here we get 584.1 grams. This is M1. Here mu M1. Now after drawing some gas from container, again let us find number of moles left. Number of moles left in the container. Same formula, mu 2 is equal to P2 V2 by RT2. P2 11 atmospheres, V2 30 liters. by 8.3 into T to 290. So we get moles. Now here m1 is equal to mu1 m, m2 is equal to mu2 m, mu2 is 13.847 into capital M, 32 grams. So we get 453.1 gram. So this is the initial value, this is final value. So in the question, what is asked? Gas drawn. Initially it was M1, now it is M2. So the gas drawn is M1 minus M2. 584.1 minus 453.1. That is 131 grams, or so this much oxygen gas is drawn out. An air bubble of volume 1.0 centimeter cube rises from the bottom of a lake. So initially air bubble is having this much volume, V1 1.0 cm cube, that is 1 into centi means 10 power minus 2 meter cube, 10 power minus 6 meter cube. From the bottom of a lake 40 meter deep, so at 40 meter deep, so at this depth what is the pressure on the air bubble? Pressure on the air bubble is, see here, atmospheric pressure will be working, and from here to here gauge pressure exerted by the water. So here the pressure is atmospheric pressure plus rho gh. Atmospheric pressure is 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 plus rho. Rho means density of water, 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. G value 9.8, H value 40 meters. Next, temperature. What is the initial temperature? 12 degrees centigrade. Now at surface of lake. Now the bubble is brought to the surface. Now what is its volume? That is asked. Next, pressure P2. P2 is equal to only atmospheric pressure will be working at the surface. Now T2, temperature is 35. Ideal gas equation is PV is equal to mu RT, or PV by T is equal to mu R. R is constant and mu, number of moles of gas inside bubble. See, when the air bubble comes to the surface, its volume changes, but the gas, the air inside the bubble doesn't come out. Therefore, the number of moles of gas inside the bubble doesn't change. Whether it is inside or on the surface, the gas, the air is not coming out. Therefore, the number of moles of gas will be same. So this is equal to constant. So we can write, therefore from this you can write P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Substituting the values, P1 how much? 4.93 into 10 to the power of 5. V1 10 power minus 6. T1 285 is equal to P2 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. V2 you have to find out. T2 308 Kelvin. So from this we can find V2 value. From this we get 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. Since the pressure decreased from 4.93 to 1.01, the volume of the air bubble increased from 1 into 10 power minus 6 to 5.3 into 10 power minus 6. Estimate the total number of air molecules. N is equal to how many? In a room of capacity, volume. At a temperature of 27 degrees centigrade. And 1 atmospheric pressure. ideal gas equation. PV is equal to mu RT. But mu is equal to N by Na. Therefore, PV is equal to N by Na into R into T, or N is equal to P into V into Na by RT. P how much? Let me write here. 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5. V how much? 25. Na 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 divided by R value 8.3, temperature 300. This is the answer. Estimate the average thermal energy of a helium atom. Average thermal energy means average kinetic energy of each molecule or atom in a gas, and that is E bar is equal to E by N is equal to 3 by 2 kBT. Boltzmann constant, Kelvin temperature. Now, first one, we have substituted the Boltzmann constant value. We got this much. Here Kelvin temperature is there. So average thermal energy is just a function of temperature. First one, room temperature 27 degrees centigrade. So average thermal energy 2.07 into 10 to the power of minus 23 into 300. To put point here, here 6.21 into 10 to the power of minus 21 joules. Now second one, the temperature on surface of sun 6000 Kelvin. So So E bar is equal to 2.07 into 10 to the power of minus 23 into 6000 Kelvin. We get this much. Third one, what is there? The temperature of 10 million Kelvin. Core temperature of a star, 10 million Kelvin. 10 million Kelvin. So 1 million means 10 power 6. So E bar is equal to 2.07 into 10 to the power minus 23 into 10 into 10 power 6. We get 2.07 into 10 power minus 23 plus 7. That is equal to 10 power 16 joules. Three vessels of equal capacity, volume same, at the same temperature and pressure. So given V1 is equal to V2 is equal to capital letters V, same volume, same temperature, same pressure, same pressure. This contains neon, this contains chlorine, this contains uranium hexafluoride. Do the vessels contain equal number of respective molecules? So what about number of molecules? Is N1 is equal to N2 is equal to N3 is equal to N true? That is the question, first question. All the three containers have same volume and the three gases are held at same temperature and pressure. Now the first question is, do the different gases have same number of molecules or different number of molecules? That is the first question. Ideal gas equation, PV is equal to mu RT. Mu means N by Na. So from this N is equal to PVNA by RT. See here, V same, pressure same, Na constant, Avogadro number, R is a constant, temperature same, all are same, therefore this is also same. And this is nothing but Avogadro hypothesis. According to Avogadro hypothesis, they have same number of molecules. Next question, what is the root mean square speed of molecules the same in the three cases? If not, in which case is VRMS the largest? Expression for VRMS is 3 kBT by m under root, but mu is equal to actual mass by molecular mass, or m is equal to mu capital M. Substituting here, so here 3 kb and temperature are same, number of moles, but mu is equal to n by Na and m by capital M. So from this we can write m is equal to capital M capital N by Na. Substituting here this value, we get